We bought the Animalarium in 2000, May. It had been in existence for 12 years before that. It had been a rare breeds place, sheep and goats, rabbits, tortoises, that kind of thing.
Now next to here we've got a glass lizard. He looks like a snake, but he's a lizard. He can blink his eyes, and snakes can't blink. He's got ear holes, and snakes haven't got any ears. He's got a stiff body, so he's got a crease down the side, just like the plated lizard. This is Horace. Horace is a Burmese python. He's 8 years old. They can live around 30 years old, although the record for an old python is 50. And he's 12 feet long, and he weighs over 2.5 stone now. But the big female in the back, she's 20 years old and weighs 10 stone. So I'll stick Horace on the table, you can hang him around your neck. We can have a whole lot of Basil. So I'm going to put his dinner at the top of the telegraph pole, so you've got exercise to go and get his dinner.
That's a massive stick that the cat's got.
Just sit on the bottom of the sofa and watch the telly.
Blood.
But she did climb around
And
jump
blood
around, so
here.
we had to redecorate the house afterwards.
Is there blood inside the baby?
He decided he wanted to go and live abroad, so he had to get rid of the leopard. He tried several zoos. He tells me he tried every zoo in the country and they would not take this leopard. So we agreed to take the leopard, but then he said we had to move him within 3 weeks, so he was going to shoot him because he loved him so much. And I said, doesn't make any sense. He said, well, you must see, from my point of view, when I get out of my house, I look at that leopard, I know he's not mine, it breaks my heart, he's got to go, or I'm going to have to shoot him. So I thought, well, yeah, he is mad, obviously. You've got to be, haven't you? So he said, we agreed to take the leopard at short notice, and DEFRA refused. They said that I couldn't prove he was born in Basildon Zoo. Now DEFRA knew perfectly well he was born in Basildon Zoo because they're the ones that closed the zoo. But they closed the zoo partly because of their really bad record keeping. So there was no record of that leopard being born or what happened to him. The only connection was the owner of Basildon Zoo. I telephoned her and she did say yes, she'd bred the leopard. Yes, she'd bred it in the zoo. Yes, it had gone to the millionaire as a pet. She would say all that on the telephone, but she refused to put it in writing. I pointed out that I needed it in writing to get the A10, and she said she would have nothing to do with DEFRA. They closed her zoo, she was still very angry with them, and she wouldn't do anything to oblige them. They wrote to her as well. She didn't answer their letters. So DEFRA said to me, look, we can't get any response from this woman. You can't prove he was born in a zoo, therefore you cannot display him. Get rid of him. They really didn't care. 2010. So we're just about the same time really, we put the zoo up for sale and that seemed to trigger them off. We had a surprise raid by the police and some kind of animal expert, a big gang of them, and it was the leopard they were interested in basically. When they came to actually try to catch him, I could see that I was absolutely right. They had no idea of what they were dealing with. They brought a box to catch the leopard. It was 19 inches high. I just laughed at that one. He won't go in there. And of course he didn't. But he wasn't happy. He was frightened. He started to realise what was going on, and I think he worked it out. If it had been an animal welfare issue, there would have been a completely different kettle of fish. No, this is literally a piece of paper. This is a paperwork issue. Last June, they came again. He wasn't frightened and he wasn't bothered. In fact, I think he found the whole thing rather amusing. They were here for 9 hours that day. After a few occasions going in and coming out, he went to sleep. I did that, and he woke up, washed his face, and he was still shut in the house. You know, they don't like to poo in their house, because this was getting a bit naughty, really. And he did the same as he had done before, lean in, get the meat, come out. It's a year now since they last attempted to collect the leopard. Will they do it again? I don't know. I mean, the leopard is now the property of the Crown. Are the police going to collect him? I don't think so. I'm not really sure what they're going to do next. And I don't like to ask them, because I might remind them. You know?